What's up, guys, and welcome back to my reading journey. Hope we're all absolutely fine, and today, as usual, we're going to continue the book by Cicero on the ideal orator. It's going to be the 28th part of this second book, so let's get started. For that matter, what do you think is the reason that each particular period produced virtually only one particular type of orator? This is a conclusion less easy to draw in the case of our own orators, since they have not really left many writings from which conclusions might be drawn, than in the case of the Greeks. From their writings, we can infer that what manner of speaking was preferred in each period. Perhaps the oldest, at least, of those whose writings have come down to us are Pericles and Alcibiades, with Thucydides from the same period, and they are all precise, pointed, terse, and more abundant in ideas than in words. Such uniformity among all of them could never have come about had they not taken someone for their model. After them came Critias, Theramenes, and Lysias. Many writings of Lysias are extant, some of Critias. And we have heard about Theramenes. All of them even then retained this variety of Pericles, but their texture was somewhat richer. Then suddenly Socrates appeared, the teacher of all of those well-known people who issued from his school as true masters, as if from the Trojan horse. But some of them sought their fame in parades, some in the front line of battle. Now, as to the former, people like Theopompus, Aphorus, Philistus, Naucrates, and many others, their natures do differ, but they are similar to one another as well as to their teacher in their aims. And the latter had turned to pleading cases like Demosthenes, Hyperides, Lycurgus, Aeschines, Denarus, and a host of others, were indeed unlike one another, yet they were all representatives of the same type, the one that models itself on reality. As long as imitation of these men persisted, the pursuit of this type of speaking lived on. But when, after their death, all memory of them had gradually grown dim and then vanished, certain other types of speaking flourished, which were softer and more relaxed. Representatives of these types were Demochares, said to have been Demosthenes' nephew, and then Demetrius of Phalerum. In my opinion, the most polished of these entire lot, as well as others similar to them. And if we like, we can trace this pattern all the way down to our own time, and we will come to understand that just as even in these days, all of Asia is imitating Menacos of Alabanda and his brother Hierarchus, both of whom I have heard speak. There has always been, at each point in time, someone whom most people wanted to resemble. Interesting. Alright, guys, so we've done with another part, and we're going to continue tomorrow as usual on the next one. So thank you for joining me today in these reading sessions. See you tomorrow. Bye.